It's time for another Out and About with Jamie Grout podcast, and with me to my right is Stacy, and to my left is Amy, and we're going to talk about Wesley life at home. And you guys are going to be starting an office in Newton here pretty soon. Do you have an ETA on when that might be happening, Stacy?
We do. Yeah, we are actually, it's furnished, it's ready to go. We're just working on some last things such as signage and just all the details. So I would say by May 1st is going to be pretty safe to say that we will be up and rolling and ready for people to pop in.
And it sounds like you're going to be right next to the Red Pride Cafe and what used to be the Blooming Nails.
Yes, that's exactly. We managed to get a great spot, like I said, and we're really excited about being able to have a presence in Newton.
Tell us about what kind of services you're going to provide, Stacy.
Yeah, out of the office is really just a touch point for us. Obviously, we have a close relationship with Park Center as they're a Wesley community as well. But we are going to provide anything from home health to hospice services, private duty services. We also are going to have some hydroponic greens for sale from our farm and have the opportunity for people, if they would like to do some frozen meals from our Meals on Wheels program, pick up there as well. So lots of different things.
Okay, and let's repeat what we talked about on the podcast a little bit about what kind of things you cover with Wesley Life, and then we'll go with Amy and she can talk about what she covers.
Absolutely. So I'm the executive director for Wesley Life at Home. So I oversee all of our home and community-based services. So primary ones of those being our home health program, our hospice program, our palliative care program, as well as our private duty and in-home services program, and also a program that we call Well Ahead.
Okay, and Amy, tell us about what you cover.
Sure. My name is Amy Spores, and I'm the director of Wesley Life Hospice and Palliative Care. And I run our hospice and palliative care services. Dr. Edwards and I were talking the other day, and he said, well, everyone thinks that Wesley Life Hospice only goes into Park Center, and that's actually not true. We go everywhere where anybody calls home. So we serve people who have a terminal diagnosis, who are focused on comfort at end of life. And then our palliative care program, we started in 2025, and it was to serve those people that do have a terminal diagnosis who just aren't quite ready for hospice yet. So you think about those people, those cancer patients, and they're still on chemo, or people with that are still on dialysis. Those people need a lot of help with symptom management, with advanced care planning, just having those goals of care conversations. And that's really what was something that was missing in the Des Moines Metro. So we're the only at-home palliative program right now that serves in Des Moines and the surrounding areas.
Let's talk for just a moment about hospice care, and I learned firsthand that you can be in hospice care for a long time. I think a lot of people have the misconception that if you're in hospice care, you're only going to be around for another 2 weeks or 2 months, but that's not always the case, right, Amy?
No, and like I said on the podcast, Jimmy Carter is the absolute example of that. He lived on hospice for 19 months. And so once you have that nurse coming into your house on a routine basis, not only is she helping with comfort meds, helping with signs and symptoms of that disease, but then she can focus on preventative medicine too, and that's not something that people think about when they hear hospice. So when we're talking about a UTI or a respiratory infection, we can get those antibiotics started really fast instead of having to wait and go to the doctor and then getting those medications from the pharmacy. Those all take a lot of time, but when our nurses come into your home, they can help immediately. And then we help with bathing, dressing, things like that. We have spiritual care, as you know from Jason. We have social work. I mean, our team is incredible. We have music therapy, massage therapy, pet companion visits, and we also have an enormous volunteer staff too that help people if you want to go to church, or if you want to get out and go to the grocery store, or just have somebody come and play cards with you. Our volunteers, they really do a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well, you talked about Jason, so let's talk about the rest of your hospice crew that you have in Newton.
Sure. So Anna is our hospice nurse, and she is fantastic. She is a Newton native, And you had her on your podcast before with Dr. Edwards. So Dr. Edwards is the medical director for Park Center, but he's also one of our staff physicians on hospice. So when you're on hospice, Dr. Edwards is taking a look at your medical record and talking to that nurse, that social worker, the chaplain, all of those things every other week. And we're really diving into, are your symptoms being managed? Are you comfortable? So we do have a pretty big staff.
All right, great. Stacy, we need to wrap up here pretty quick, but if people want to find out more about Wesley Life at Home, how can they go ahead and do that?
Absolutely. So we have been around in the communities for almost 22 years at this point. So we're pretty established and known, but you can always look on the internet, obviously, Wesley Life, and you're going to find more than you ever want to know probably about all of our services. But you also can reach out to 515-978-2777. And that number will be the one that's posted on our door in our Newton office as well. And that will bring you right to this office. And out of here, we have everyone that knows everything about all the services you might want to be connected with.
Sounds good. So look for them on the square in downtown Newton, early May, right?
Absolutely.
Something like that in the old Bloomin' Nails location next to the Red Pride Cafe, Wesley Life at Home. Testimonial here, Wesley Life, great organization. If you get a hold of these two ladies, you won't be disappointed. Or get a hold of Lisa Zylstra if you want to find out about living at Park Center. Great care there. My sister lived there for 5 years, and I couldn't have asked for any better care. So thank you for joining us on this edition of Out and About with Jamie Grout Video Shortcast. And until next time, Grout is out. See ya.